Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good, thank you.
So I have a few questions I'm going to ask you, and this is just to clarify the will that you did previously, just to be clear about a few things. So you'll forgive me, but I have to ask you a few introductory questions.
Okay.
And the first one is, are you of sound mind?
Yes.
And the second one is, were you being unduly influenced to make this tape?
No.
Who would you like to be the executor of your will?
Gina Downey.
Can you tell me your name
Sue England Stewart.
and your address?
246 South Spark Street, Burbank, California 91506.
And the name of your children?
Carrie Baker Nolan and Kathleen Elizabeth Fortius.
Now, there was a will, Susan, that was executed on March 10th, 1992. Are those still your wishes? There was a different executor at that time.
Dead.
Dead, okay. So what we're clarifying today has to do with property and money and things of that nature.
Okay.
When you pass, what is to happen with this house?
I wish for Carrie to continue living in this house, and get it fixed up, to put on the market to sell. And to put it on the market. And I think it can only be for 1 year.
Yes, with the reverse mortgage, they can stay here, prepare the house, and sell the house for 1 year until the house sells. Is that
Right.
what you'd like? How much money would you like them to pay in rent
To pay in rent?
for staying here?
I wouldn't like them to pay in rent because they're doing all this work.
Can you tell me more about why they could live here rent-free? What are your feelings about that? Why would you allow it?
Well, Nick has done all the work on the house that has made the house worth what it is for all of the time that I've lived here. He's kept inside the house and outside, kept it all up to par. And Carrie's been my nurse while I was sick all the time. I'm talking about round-the-clock nurse. So I feel that that's the way it should be.
Okay, thank you. What about the proceeds when the house sells?
The proceeds when the house sells. I have a lot of debts, so it should go to pay off those debts, and $5,000 of it should go to whomever takes my little fancy pants, my little dog, and then the rest would go to my kids, I guess.
What percentage?
Half and half of what's left.
Okay. So you do have that reverse mortgage, and you do have the back taxes and the property taxes, and you talked about all of those. And that's to be paid when the house sells. But if some of those things are due before the house sells, where would you want that money to come from?
Oh, it comes from my property in Westwood.
Okay. So your property in Westwood would pay for preparing the house to sell, essentially.
Yeah, because that's been my income forever.
Okay. You also have renters that live here with you. Where does that money go, or how is that money?
That should just go into fixing up the house.
Okay. Now let me ask you
And they
this.
should be allowed to live here until they can find a place. They shouldn't have to just get out.
Okay, so you'd like them to stay here until they find another place to live?
Yeah, within reason, yeah.
Okay. So what would happen if either Kathy or Carrie disputed your will?
Then whoever disputes gets nothing.
Okay, so I just want to be clear. If Kathy or Carrie disputes, your wishes are whoever makes that challenge does not get anything.
Right, which is the original will that my husband and I made together.
Okay. What are your wishes for after you pass? What are your physical wishes with your body?
I have to look into, I've talked with my doctor about cremation. I don't know enough about it. I want to feel more comfortable about it.
That makes sense. So you'll talk to your doctor and talk about planners and figure out what makes sense. All right, so we'll get back to that. If you decide that you want cremation and that's something that you would like to do, where do you want the ashes to go? What do you want to happen with the ashes?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. I say give it to whoever wants it. Half to Carrie, half to Kathy. Whatever.
Okay. Now, I have a list here of the things that Carrie and Nick brought into the house when they moved in here. So it was previously theirs or bought while they were here. And what I'm going to ask you to do, because I want to be very clear on those things, I'm going to ask you line item by line item. We're going to confirm all of those things belong to Carrie and Nick.
Okay.
All right? So we're going to reaffirm that. You can let me know yes or no if they belong to Carrie and Nick. So let's start with the bar.
Carrie and Nick.
The jukebox.
Carrie and Nick.
Does the pinball machine belong to them?
Yes.
The TV in the living room?
Yes.
The backyard bar?
Yes.
The barbecue?
Yes.
The beige and red patio sets?
Yes.
The Christmas decorations minus the globe with Santa and Santa on the polar bear?
Yes.
The Halloween decorations, except for the globe and the motorcycle with the skeleton?
Yes.
The jacuzzi?
Yes.
Carrie's bedroom and furniture?
Yes.
Nick's bedroom furniture?
Yes.
The armoire and bed in the guest room?
And what is that question about that?
That is, there's a armoire and a bed in your guest room?
And so to whom does that belong? Is that what
Yes,
you're saying?
that's right.
I say it's 50-50 between the two kids.
All right. The furniture and TV and fridge in Carrie's little living room.
That's Carrie's.
The stuff in the shed.
That's Nick's.
And the things that are in the garage. For example, the front-loading washer and dryer.
I haven't had a chance to go through all that. I don't know.
Okay.
The front-loading washer and dryer, that's Carrie's and
Okay.
Nick's.
So,
The one that stacks is mine.
okay.
But there's a lot of stuff up there that I haven't gone through.
Okay. So we'll take some time to go through that with Carrie and you and
Kathy.
and we'll take some notes and have everybody understand at
Okay.
that time.
That'd
Does
be
that
good.
sound okay?
Yeah,
Okay. The washer and dryer in Nick's room
that's Carrie's.
and the TV on the back porch.
TV on the back porch.
Should we come back to that one?
Yeah, because I'm not what's considered the back porch.
Okay. We'll revisit that.
Okay,
The margarita machine.
that's Nick's.
Okay. The black cookware.
Carrie's.
And how about the organ?
It belongs to my grandson, Casey.
Okay. So, like I said before, we're going to revisit things again when Kathy can be here as well. And we're going to point out all the things that belong to you and where you want them to go.
Okay.
Do you feel comfortable with the conversation we had today?
Yes.
Is there anything you need to correct or say anything more about?
No, I just need to check out about the cremation. That's all.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.